Okay guys, so in the first part we did the UI part, and in second part we'll do all the Java coding part. So let us start with the splash activity. So this was our splash UI, so just the image view. So we need to run a handler here. So basically what it will do that this handler will pause this handler will pause the screen for 2 seconds, and then you will run the code inside this run method. So you can add a comment, wait for 2 seconds, execute after 2 seconds. So you can start a new activity. Actually that activity will be main activity, so start activity, new intent, splash activity dot is main activity dot is. And we'll finish this splash activity by calling splash activity dot is dot finish. So what this method will do there, this will move towards this main activity, and this method will close this splash activity. So our all the coding part in splash activity is completed. You can go to main activity now. Well, we need to declare these variables here. First of all, we declare the fuse. Okay. Toolbar button and start chant. We need to declare the image views. Image view 1, image view 2, image view 3, and then image view. And we need to declare the edit text. We need to declare a text view of read more. And we need to declare the add view. We also need to declare some variables of string and int type. So private static, need to keep it public. This bitmap variable will contain the image that will be present in this image views. Picture. This result, you can give any number here, but all the numbers should be different. Okay, all our variables are initialized here. So declared here, we need to initialize all of it. We need to init the toolbar. I'm declaring a custom method here. So In this method we will just initialize the toolbar and set it as action bar, default action bar. And now we want the title text of that toolbar text color be white, so color white, and then we will call main activity dot this set title, and we will call this title as Simon. Okay, Simon is good. We are good to go. Then we need to declare the views, all these views. So views, you can just go to here and this hover over this red, and you can press Alt plus Enter in Windows and create method in this. Here we will declare all those view method, view variables. So let us go to the layout activity main. So this is the open gallery button, so this is that button. We have to indicate this ID, so this is the ID. Similarly we have to indicate all those variables IDs. We can copy this. Just need to replace this 1 by 2 and 3. Okay. We need to declare the edit text also. And that text with no text. Now let us check. Yeah, this is this. Okay, we are good to go here. Let us collapse this and this. Okay. Now we need to initialize the mobile apps. Okay, first of all, let us add one class here. Let us name that class as device. So this class will be used to just test the apps. It is not compulsory, but you can use this. We need to pass the context. So within this method we will return ID of that device. So that ID will be used to test the apps here present in that device. Device ID. Settings. String. Set up a secure string. Content resolver. Settings. Secure. Android. Right. So in this block, message digest. Message case instance and define. We need to add a catch clause. Digest and object device ID, byte message devices. This is an array. Okay. String buffer, hack string, new string buffer, message service dot length string which integer dot to text string, and here it will be geox and message digest. Okay. While h dot length is less than 2, h is equal to 0 plus h. String dot append h. So out of that for loop, device ID is equal to string dot to string. In the catch clause, we can give device ID to blank. And finally, we'll return the device to uppercase. So this class have a method called getID. This getID will be called for testing purpose. Actually, when you are releasing the APK in Test Store, you can delete this class. Okay, so we have to code for main activity now. Here we'll initialize the mobile app services. Mobile app initialize. Context will be get activation context. String. Here we need that application add ID actually. Sorry. Here we need this add ID. So ours is banner add ID. Not string dot banner add ID. Earlier I showed you how to put the ads here. We just referencing the add IDs from this add view is equal to the main activity. We have to create an add request. Dot builder. Add request dot build. Okay. Add view dot load request add request. So here we are good to go. So if you run the app now, the application will show the ad, but that is not recommended because you are now testing the app. So you should add here one line add test device, and you will have to call that class device just to create that and get ID, and here you have to pass the context. Okay, now it's eligible for testing purpose. Now we can take the bitmap equal to bitmap factory code resources r dot. So what it will do is actually it will decode the resources present in this drawable, this psi1, and this psi1 drawable will be converted to a bitmap, and we'll set this bitmap in the main image view. Set image bitmap. Okay. Now we need to set the on-click listener for all the views, whichever we will use for clicking purpose. So open gallery button dot set on listen. This will show an error. Press Alt plus Enter and make main activity implement on-click listen. Click OK. Yeah. Image view 1 dot set on-click listen. This will be 2, this will be 3, and this will be start chant button, and this will be read more text. Okay. We need to add one more thing here. That will be read text dot set on editor action listener new on editor action listener. Yeah. So what it will do actually, if we enter the text in the edit text through keyboard, in that mobile keyboard, and if you press that enter or send button, then this method will be invoked. So you can check the condition here. If event is not equal to null, and event don't get key code. Get key code is equal to key event dot action to be key enter, key code enter. Okay. Or action ID is equal to editor info dot time action done. So what it will basically do, if you press the enter or done button, then this method will be invoked. So we'll just call the start chant function, which we have not created yet. Sorry. We'll create this later. First of all, let us code for this on click. Switch. Now we need to put all those clickable IDs, all this here. The first ID will be open gallery button, then image view 1, image view 3, and we have we have two more, I think. Chant button, and the last one is read more text. Okay, so we have to code here now. In read more text view, we will call a new activity. That activity will be this about activity. So we can directly type here start activity, new intent, main activity dot this about dot class. See, it's basically similar to this splash activity. You are just calling a new activity with the help of this method. Now in the start chant button, we will again call that function. In these image views, we will call main image view dot set image bitmap. So set image drawable, get resources dot get drawable. Okay. driver.py1, and we'll call bitmap factory decode resources, get resources, r.driver. We'll just change it to 2 and the below 1 to 3. So what we are doing here is that if we click any image view from that left 3-side panel that I'm showing you, activity main, yeah. So if you click any of the 3 images from this left side, then what will happen is that the main image view, this image view will be set a new image from this tree which you clicked, and that image will be equal to this bitmap. So actually this bitmap variable will take the image. And now we need to open the gallery button. So this gallery button will open the internal gallery of that Android device, and we'll choose a new image from the gallery. So intent, just call it I is equal to new intent. Well, we need to create one new more class. We can do it directly, but if you want a crop function, then we need to add one more class. So create a new class, gallery util. So this is our new class, gallery util. Extends activity. You also need to declare this this gallery util class in the manifest, because it is an activity file. Write the variables private final static on create. We don't need this parses table bundle. Delete this nullable. Okay. Kind of action pick. And this is going to write that provider media store. Oops. Media store dot images dot media dot external content URL. Now start activity for result, and the result code will be result selected image. Okay. Then the catch clause, just put exception in. Now here we need to override the onActivity result method. Here we'll get the result from that gallery activity. So switch, it will be request code. This code. Result selected. The result code equal to result. The result okay, and data is not equal to null, and data dot get data is not equal to null. Then we'll take the URL of the selected image. URL selected image for the data get string array this will be media store dot images media cursor is equal to get content resolver, and it will hold the query selected image column should be null further than first. This will be moved to first. Column index is equal to cursor dot get column index by that column 0. Picture dot equal to cursor dot get string and column index. Okay, column index. Now we need to close the cursor. Okay. Return from. Now we need to create one more intent which will return from the gallery activity to this main activity. So new intent return from gallery dot put extra picture path, and this will be the picture path. Set result okay, return from gallery. Finish. Now in the we need to move this inside a try and catch block, because there may be a problem while fetching the URI. The catch, we need to give an exception, and here we will make that exception the change characters. Then just copy this line, and here with this as result cancelled, and we'll call finish. Okay, we don't need this, and this is the if. Here in the else we'll give more intent. Okay, so this class is good to go now. We didn't use this. Okay, Okay, we are good to go. Now you can go to main activity, and here we call the gallery till class. Start. Here don't use start. We have to use start activity for result, because we are going to this activity for one result, and that result will be the image. So gallery and there will be a special code gallery activity code. So this is just the code to actually get the data in on activity result. This one. Okay, so this work is done here. We can now code for the start. This one, start chant function. If the text get text to string dot string is not equal to none, and text dot equal you need a not sign. So what basically this line will do that it will check whether the edit text value is null or just a blank space. Front is equal to and we need to parse it to integer. Okay, if count is greater than 0 and count is less than 999 1%. So here we call the intent for media player activity. Main activity dot is media player activity dot plus intent dot put extra, and here it will be intent count. So basically what we are doing here is we are going to this media player activity and we are passing this count variable to media player activity. Start activity intent. We need to show here else dialog. Okay, we can create one more class here, helper class. So this helper class will contain some of the important methods, not actually important, but we need to show it to user for better experience. Public static void show dialog context string title string content string okay, so we need the positive text and drawable. Okay, so this method will just show a dialog with the following parameters: alert, dialog builder, context. We are taking the support library, set title, set content, set message content, set icon, drawable ID, set we need a positive button, positive text, none, dot show. Okay, this will be a context here. Okay, this method is completed. Okay, we can create more method here, which will be required later. Let us create now. Alright, open link. So this method will open a link. We also need a context as a parameter. Okay, just a minute please. Okay, new intent. This will be action view. Action view. And here we need to pass the URL. Okay. Context of start activity, intent, and we need to create a intent chooser. If there is more than one apps which can view the URL, then we can do like this, intent.create chooser. We need to pass the intent here and text, choose any one. Okay, catch exception in e.pins.res. Okay, we are good to go. And one more, public static void share app, and in the context view, intent dot action send. With this method you can share the link to any messaging applications such as WhatsApp, Hive or email. Just set type, this will be text slash I got with extra intent dot extra subject, and here this side here side mantra. This extra subject will be required when you are sharing the link through email. And intent I dot put extra, intent of extra text, and here it will be the link. Context of start activity. Okay, so yeah, we can create a chooser here. Intent of create chooser. Choose. Here our app link will go sharp, so the link is google.com store here your package name will go. So I'll just share one of my friends app, account.site here. Okay, everything is perfect. Now we can go. Let's go to main activity. Here we need to show the error dialog, helper this one dot show dialog, activity.is, then title will be error, then content, and please enter count follow between 0 and 1000. So the text will be okay, and the drawable ID will be android.r.drawable. This will be set sys warning. Yeah, this is the feature. Yeah, Now we can copy this line and paste it here. We need to change this to please enter value on hello before proceeding. Okay. Let us close this. Now we need to code for the onActivity result. We need to operate onActivity result method. Here we need to give a condition if result code equal to gallery activity code, then if result code equal to activity. Okay, this will be the request code and this will be the result code to activity. It will be the result. Okay, then we can put here picture path equal to data get string extra, and the path was picture path perform crop. So this method will crop the image. We need to create this method. Intent of intent new intent on dot invite dot camera dot action crop. So this is the package of the default camera of any Android device. So it will lead to the crop action of that camera. File new file. So let us name this as URL, short name, URL, file, and type content URL. Content URL, and this will be image. And then we need to set crop properties. Crop content extra. True. Crop content extra. Aspect X. This will be aspect ratio. We need to give it 1, and if we give the same value for Y, then the crop will be a square crop. And again we need to give output X. The output will also be in square format. Give this a value of 280, the default DP value for that crop. Now refresh the data. This line will return the data to onActivity result. Now we need to call start activity for result, crop intent, and result crop. Okay. Now it to catch the exception. Activity not found exception. Meetup instructors. Helper dot show dialog. Main activity dot is error. Now we need to show the error message. The error message will be your device does not support crop feature. Then a button, then the driver. That system perfect. Okay. Now we need to override some of the methods such as onPause. onPause we need to write FU is not equal to null. Then we need to pause the FU dot pause. Similarly for onResume. If FU is not equal to null, FU dot resume. Here we also need to clear the picture path and that font. Last one is on destroy. When on destroy is called, we need to destroy the FU. FU destroy. Okay. So our main activity is completed. Now we can move to the media player activity. Okay. Let us close this one and this one, and let's open the XML file of media player. Let us declare some variables. Sorry, LFU. We need the LFU. Okay. So, okay, we need some more variables. Interstitial. Okay, we'll be showing an interstitial ad when the user will be clicking, click the back activity. So, sorry, back button. When the user will click back button, the interstitial ad will be shown. We need to declare more variables. Media player object and private next. This next count variables that are fetched from main activity using the put extra method and get extra method. So you can copy this one. Okay. Now we can start the main things. We need to initialize the toolbar. The same thing again. Where is that? Yeah. We need to give it media player activity, and the name will be same. Now again we need views. Let us initialize the views first. Okay, we have not given ID here, I think. Yeah, we are not given ID. Let us give this ID. Medium here. Image here. So ID of this image is media player image view. And play pause button. Image view. Okay. Last one is text count. Let us check. And this is this. Okay. So our views are initialized. Now we can request the mobile apps. Well, we can just copy the code from main activity. Give this media player activity. This, and this will be add view media player activity. Okay. Also, we need to prepare the interstitial ads. Prepare interstitial ads. We are creating one function to prepare the interstitial ads. So interstitial add, interstitial this, interstitial add, interstitial add, not set that we need the string or the string interstitial. We need to create one more request, add request. Let us name this request as 2. Request dot builder dot add test device. Once again, let me tell you that we are doing this as a testing, so we are adding this add test device, and so we don't require this. Dot build interstitial add dot load add request to. Okay. Now we need one more function to show the interstitial add. Show interstitial if interstitial is not equal to null, interstitial add is loaded, then you can easily show the add interstitial add dot show. Now we need to stop the media player if the media player is playing in the background. So I put that stop and do the release. Interstitial add dot set add listener new add listener. We need add listener. So this will be called when the add is closed. So you have to close the media player activity class here. Media player activity this or finish. Okay, we can give a boolean here. just to know that it's showing or not, and here return false. Okay. Now let's go to the top. Here we need to call the bitmap station as it's already called. So now we can take the bitmap from main activity. We are referencing this bitmap as static variable, so we can take the bitmap variable here. Image field set image bitmap. Now we need to get the extras, intent extras. As extra intent count, then next count to get intent count, extras get intent count. Need to set the text count variable here. Set text chanting counts. Okay, and here it will be the string value of next count. Okay, now return that request button dot set image resource out of driver text. This will set the default button to pause, because when we will open the main media player activity, the music will play. So we need to pause that using this button. And equal to media player dot create, and here we need the context r.raw. Okay, we need to create a raw directory in the resource folder. Right click here and go to Android resource directory, and we need to put the music. This is the mantra. Okay, the music is here, so now you can reference it from here r.raw. Okay. Now we need to start the media player. This method with mp.set on completion listener, new on completion listener. So this method will be called whenever the music is completed. We need to repeatedly play the music the max count times. So we have to give a condition here: if count is less than max count, count plus plus mp.set to 0, mp.start, and text count dot. Okay, we can copy this, and here we have to get max count minus count. So what is happening here is that suppose the max count value is 5, so each and every time the media player completes one set of music, then it will run this method, and here it will check the count value is less than max count. Initially the count value is 0, and it will be incremented, and as long as the count value is less than 5, the media player will play that music. And now we need to set up the on-click listener. And the stop button dot set on-click listener. Yes. Okay. Switch get ID. This is the first button. So So in the play pause button, we can use the condition mp.displaying, then mp.pause, and also we need to change the image view of that button. So play pause button dot set image resource r.dribble.play. See, these two things are complementary. If it is if you want to pause, then you have to set the image as play, like that. Else, just copy this and mp.pause and place on the r.play.pause. Okay. In the stop button, we have to give mp.seek to 0. This will seek the media player to 0 length of the music, and mp.pause and play pause button dot set image resource r.dribble.play. Okay. Also we have shown the on back pressed. Okay. On back pressed, we need to show the interstitial Fs here. Just cut this. If show interstitial F is false, then we have to keep this super on backpress, which will close this activity. Okay. Also we need to give those methods, these three methods. We don't need these two. Okay. So one thing we have to do in both these activities, we need to go to main activity and we need to override two methods, one options selected and on create options menu. So here we'll insert the toolbar menu, get menu inflator dot inflate r.menu dot menu and pass menu. Here we need to give a switch statement. Okay, menu share. Just copy this more 2 times and give this menu more menu about us. In the menu about us, we have to go to the about class, about activity. So just that activity main activity dot this about dot class. In the more app, just helper dot open link and give this the context, and the link is in the share helper share app. Okay, we need to copy these two overriding methods to media player activity, because we'll be showing this menu in the media player activity class also. Okay, let us code the about activity class. So we'll also need here two variables, toolbar and one attribute. Just copy the init toolbar method. And give this about here about, and we also need the add few initializations. Okay, so this will be a banner ad, and here it will be add few about activity. Yeah. This will be the about. Okay. Also, we need to copy those 3 operating methods. Delete these 2. Now go to this activity XML file, and here we will find that we need this text to be clickable, text left link. We also need this, so just add some lines here. So let's say on click listener, new on click listener. What happened? Must be found. Let's say on click listener, yeah. Just call helper.open link and call path.this and http website.com. Okay, our about activity class is just completed. We need to add some codes in the manifest. I'll take some time. Okay, we need to handle those screen orientation changes. So, okay, we need to add 1 line to each activity in the Android manifest file. In the gallery, no, it's not required. In the manifest, it's required. We also need to change it to default. Okay, we don't require that. Just cut this. And in the splash activity, okay, so splash activity will be the launcher activity, and after that we will go to main activity. And here we are adding this config changes line. This line will save the state of the mobile when it is oriented in portrait and this landscape mode. Okay, the app should be fine to go now. Let us test the app. So we need to change the launcher icon here. Just leave it trial because we already copied that file. Yeah, and you can delete this mid tag, it's not required. Okay, the virtual device is starting. You can test it here. I think I have added all the files required. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have the Genymotion running. It's a virtual device of Android 4.1.1. I think it's genuine. I already made a previous version of this app. Okay, what is that thing? Okay, here it will be plus. And here one more plus. Okay, it should be ready to go now. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, it will take some time to install the app. Okay, our app is about to install. Let us open the Android monitor to see the log output. If there is any error, you can see it here. Okay, our app is running now. Okay, our app is running now. So as you can see, we have coded all these things. Well, here the app should load, but actually this virtual device doesn't have the Google Play services, so it won't show the ads. You can see everything here. So let us click this. You can see it's changing here. If you open gallery, then you can see it's me. So you can click it here. Let us take it like this. Okay, so it's here. Let us take the count times at 8 and click start chant. Yeah, it's opening. You can pause it. Yeah, you can see the button changes. You can also access all this from here. And if it's playing, then you can reset it. Then again you can start from the first. If you can click back. Now the interstitial ad won't be shown because there is no Google Play services installed in this virtual device. Okay, everything is done now. You can see a sample of this again. Okay, thank you.